Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina here with you in the booth again for tonight's live coverage of the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series from Speedsport here in week number 4 of season number 7. We're going to try this again. Had to fix a couple things before we went live, but we got it all set. We're ready to go this time. They're wrapping up practice right now. Quickest Logan Rumsey at an 11.753. 22 cars in the field so far. While they're wrapping up, we're going to go quick down to our qualifying session. Let's see how much time we have for that. We might throw it down. We'll throw it down for the national anthems. We'll pick it up where we were from the last one. We'll be back in just a minute.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. Prior qualifying session is wrapping up right now. Gregory Lamy at the top of the charts with an 11.853. My bad there. Or 12.853. I'm all over the place here. Anyway, 12.8. No, just went to the best. He just ran another best lap. 12.554, the quickest. Gregory Lamy looks like he's going to take your Tim's Dirt Track Simulators qualifying session, if I can take and not stumble over my words. Got about 15 or so seconds left. I don't think there's anybody else on track, so that should do it. They'll advance it. Gregory Lamy will take your Tim Sims Quick Time winner here in week number 4 at Weedsport. Thank you to Tim Sims for sponsoring our quick time session. Tim Nichols already commenting in earlier when we had our little system thing we had to fix, but we're getting ready for our first heat race of the night. Going to be gridding out on the racetrack, so we'll go down there. So they get ready to go. Catch them as they start gridding out. On the front row will be for Team School of Sim Racing Elite from School of Sim Racing from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, the 99 of Gregory Lamy. To his outside for Kinsler Racing Sim Team, MVT Wicked Cushion from Waverly, Nebraska, the 11 of Cole Newhoffen. Row 2 will be on the inside, the 91 of Ernie Williams. To his outside, the 52 of James Edens. Row number 3, the 74 of Adam Elby. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles and BMRS. From Pittsburgh, Indiana, the 1 of Mason Hannigan. And rounding it out here in our Waggy and Casey, the I-55 Lawyers, heat race number 1 for Team Scott King Designs where Scott King designs King's Color and Chrome Tele-like Vet and Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 118 of Scott King. To his outside for Elbows Up SimSport, Roofco Wicked Energy from Franklin, Pennsylvania, the 22 of Braden Eiler. Getting set to go with our heat race. They're going to start rolling here any second. Right now, Braden Eiler not making the call. They might be doing a quick driver's meeting at the moment. Looks like we're scheduled to have 3 heat races. Then we'll be going to our C main, B main, and warm up. We might skip that C main, go straight to a B main, depending on how many cars we have. I think we had more than we did last week. We only had 19 last week, and we just went straight to the A main. We have more than that today. So we'll have at least a B main. A couple cars will be cut at least. So here we go, getting ready to roll. On the front row, the 99 of Gregory Lamy and Colt Newhoffen, who's going to be number 8 on the racetrack. He's number 11 in the program. He's number 8 in that red and white Dale Jr.-esque number 8 sprint car, 410 sprint car. Give you a little update so far this season. It's been Alex Bergeron the last 2 weeks. Alex Bergeron and Kendall Tucker have been the top 2, running in first and second the last 2 weeks respectively. Cameron Merriman won our first week back in the middle of November. Stanky and Shell were the last 2 to be on the podium in the 3rd place spot. Lamy and Edens have both spent time, so James Edens starting 4th. He's been on the podium once this season already. Only in week number 4, and this is the last week before we take 2 weeks off for the holidays. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. We are underway. Lamy and Newhoffen battling it out. Here they come around. Great battle up front already here, just 2 laps into our first heat race. Gregory Lamy, Cole Newhoffen both want the heat race win. 5 cars going to transfer directly to the A main, so that means we will have 3 heat races. That will give us 15, and then we'll take 5 from the B main straight to the A main. You're looking at your 3rd place racer right now of James Edens. He's followed by Ernie Williams and Adam Elby in the 4th and 5th spots. Williams in 4th, Elby in 5th. Scott King, Mason Hannigan on the outside looking at contact. Elby's going to get the best of it. He's going to fall back a little bit. He's going to hold on, though. Braden Eiler did not make the call here for this heat race. Only 7 cars in the Waggy and Casey I-55 Lawyer heat race, which is heat race number 1 of 3. Gregory Lamy out front working on 4 to go this time. He's pulled away from Cole Newhoffen by 0.4 of a second. Maybe trouble back there for Ernie Williams. He got into the wall. He drops back to the 5th position. He's holding on to that final transfer position, but now James Edens hits the wall. Quite a few cars having trouble with that outside wall. So Edens now into that final spot, and he's followed closely by Scott King. Can King come up here and claim the final spot? We got a caution on the racetrack. Who might it be? Mason Hannigan. He's on pit road. That's usually a pretty good indication of what happens. Let's go back and look. Here is Mason Hannigan in that 1 machine. Running all alone. Just clips the inside wall, spins it out in the middle of 1 and 2. And leaders were coming through, so that brought out our first caution of the night with 3 laps to go. Looks like Lammy might have touched that inside wall just a little bit, trying to catch up to the pace truck. So two of our, let's see, 5 other drivers that have been on the podium other than Alex Bergeron and Kendall Tucker are in this heat race. Can't look through. We missed the practice thing. I didn't get to check and see if everybody made it in here or not. I know we had quite a few drivers join us late. Lights are still on the pace truck, so they're still getting things sorted out. There are still 6 cars on the racetrack. Mason Hannigan still on pit road, getting some repairs. Timing and scoring freezes once the caution comes out, so Hannigan will not lose a lap. He's still on the lead lap. My bad, I don't think I caught back up. There we go, green flag back in the air, 2 to go. Out front, Adam Elby's jumped up here on the restart. He's into the 2nd position. A great restart for Elby. He got around Newhoffen. Now Newhoffen having some trouble because here comes Ernie Williams with the white flag in the air. Coming to the checkered flag. Cole Newhoffen has more trouble. It's going to be Gregory Lamming taking the Waggy and KCI 55 Lawyer Heat Race number 1. Adam Elby, Ernie Williams, James Edens, and Newhoffen will hold on to take the 5 transfer spots, and we'll get set for heat race number 2. Getting ready to grid out on the track. Starting on the front row, the man that has come second the last 2 weeks for Swindell Speed Labs from Mount Airy, North Carolina. This is going to be a car to watch again tonight. The 00 of Kendall Tucker to his outside for Elbow Up Sim Sport, Fairway Mortgage, BS Air, Catch Fence Apparel from Millersburg, Pennsylvania. That's the 85 of Tyler Schell, row number 2. On the inside for the Brent Marks Sim Team, Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio, the 25 of Kevin Click. To the outside, starting 4th for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, the 17 of Jason Randolph. Row number 3, starting on the inside, the 47 of Logan Rumsey. To his outside, starting 6th, for Brent Marks, a racing sim team, Baps Auto Supply, Wicked Cushion from Farmington, Minnesota, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. And rounding it out for Hammerhead Sim Racing, Indy Race Parts Midwest from Hobstadt, Indiana, the 292 on the racetrack will be driving the 92, Peyton Grease. 6 cars making it. Grease will slide up to that inside row of number 3 as Logan Rumsey has not made the call, which is interesting because Rumsey was one of the quickest in qualifying and in practice, so not making the call here to the first heat race, or the second heat race. This is the Wicked Cushion Esports heat race number 2. Getting ready to go. Lights out on the pace truck. That means we are going green flag racing next time around. Kendall Tucker, Tyler Schell going to lead us to the green flag. 2 guys that have both spent some time on the podium last week. Looking to cap off the 2-week break with another spot up there. But first, they got to lock themselves into the A main. We'll have one more heat race after this. Then go to a B main, pole dash, A main. And we'll head to a 2-week break. Who's going to end it up on top? Who's going to win the heat race? Green flag back in the air and chaos off the start. Right there, Kendall Tucker, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times he went around. They instantly made contact to Tyler Schell and Kendall Tucker, and Kendall Tucker went for one heck of a ride. I actually want to try to do something different here. Let's go look at the replay, but let's see if we can go on board, and let's take a ride with them here. Well, we're going to go back just a little bit more. So pace truck's going to pull down and away. Coming out of turn 3 and turn 4 right here. You can hear him throttling up the engine. There goes the pace truck. It's all up to him for the start. And right off the start, he dives down, going to come up the racetrack, contact Tyler Schell. And away we go for a ride. Quite dizzying. Look at that airborne right now. Coming down on his roof. Not the way you want to start your heat race. We'll jump back up here, make sure we get ready to go. He's on pit road. Caution flag still in the air. Didn't even make it to turn number 1 before Kendall Tucker had some major issues with Tyler Schell. We'll reset the order. That shakes everything up. Your new race leader, Kevin Click, out front. Jason Randolph in the Ford machine today in second. Then it's Peyton Grease in third. Schell fourth. And well, Michael Sheridan's up there too. Where's Michael Sheridan? There he is. Counting him out, he's currently in the fourth position. So it's Click, Randolph, Grease, Sheridan, Schell. Kendall Tucker on pit road. Logan Rumsey not making the call. So we have 5 cars on track right now. These would be the 5 to transfer. That would make it pretty easy. Lights out on the pace truck. We're going to go green flag racing once again. This time we'll see if we can make it past the start-finish line before we have our another caution. Kevin Click this time going to lead us to the green flag. They're piling up behind him, waiting for him to start. There he goes. Clean this time, and a big jump by Kevin Click into 1 and 2. 3 wide behind him, though. Look at the chaos behind. Looks like Jason Randolph, Peyton Grease is going to battle it out for that second, third spot. Right behind him, here comes Tyler Schell. He started on the front row. He earned that spot. He wants to drive back up there. Oh, there goes Grease into the wall. It's going to move Schell up to the third spot. Sheridan up to the fourth spot. And this just might be who can withstand the heat race. This is who's going to advance. Peyton Grease just went off track. He's got to make repairs. There's only 4 cars left, 5 transfer spots. So somebody's going to finish. It's probably whoever can get back on the racetrack. Or who finishes 1 less laps down, which means Kendall Tucker would have to come back on. Or if Peyton Grease can finish 1 lap ahead of Kendall Tucker. No, Peyton Grease looks like he left. He's just going to settle for the LCQ, which means Kendall Tucker's 1 lap down. Or no, he's 4. Whatever the difference, it's all messed up. Grease has it. I was looking at the wrong thing. He's 3 laps down. Kendall Tucker's 5 laps down. So Peyton Grease, even though he's not finishing this thing out right now, would get the final transfer spot. Tyler Schell back to the point. He's got around Kevin Click while I was looking at the stats. 3 laps left to go for Kevin Click and Tyler Schell. Coming to 2 to go this time. Tyler Schell having some trouble down the front stretch. Car bouncing all over the place. Kevin Click in second. Jason Randolph in third. Michael Sheridan in fourth. White flag in the air. Tyler Schell gonna send it down through 3 and 4 one more time. Checkered flag in the air. He will take the Wicked Cushion Esports heat race win. Click, Randolph, Sheridan, and Grease. Even though he got into an accident, we'll pick up that 5th transfer position. We'll get set for our final heat race of the night. This will be the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3, gridding out on the racetrack. We'll go with our other camera view here. Starting on the front row, the man that has been purely dominant the last 2 weeks, that's the 12 of Alex Bergeron. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV, Onyx Designs from Plymouth, Wisconsin, the 80 of Joshua Stanky. Row number 2, the 331 of Dustin Hall, starting 4th on the outside for Swindell Speed Labs Esports. Fast 4 Media, JST from Loomis, California, the 5 of Rusty Kruger. Row number 3 on the inside from Bismarck, North Dakota, the 47 of Devin Butts. To his outside, the 125 of Tyler Ducharme. And rounding it out for Slick Sim Sports, Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 49 of David Heilman. Getting ready to go 5 more cars going to make it to the feature directly. My money's on that 12 machine right there for the seat race win. Don't count out the 80th Stanky. He's been pretty fast at certain points throughout the season. This is only week 4. We're just starting to get our feet underneath us, and we're going to take a 2-week break because of the holidays here for our 410 series. We will still have our 360 series and our ump mod series on Mondays and Wednesdays, so come back for those. Just taking a break with it being Christmas and New Year's for our 410 series. Green flag in the air. Here we go. 5 more cars going to transfer directly, and there goes the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron out to the lead right away. Along with him, here comes Stanky, Rusty Kruger, Dustin Hall, and David Heilman, the top 5 at the moment. We'll take a look back. Here is the battle. Looks like Tyler Ducharme might be having some trouble trying to catch up now. 3 wide behind the 12 machine. Stanky feeling all sorts of pressure from Kruger and Heilman. Now add Hall in there as well. 4 cars battling it out for 3 spots. Coming to complete lap number 3. 7 laps left to go here in this final heat race. After this, we'll be headed to our B main. Looking at Rusty Kruger right now, he's got the 3rd spot. Joshua Stanky just barely at the line, has the 2nd spot. No, they said Rusty Kruger got it that time at the line. 5 laps left to go here in our heat race. Good battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Dustin Hall watching on in the 5th spot, watching this battle, just sitting in that last and final transfer position. Looking to see if he can advance if one of these guys makes a mistake. Here they come, 3 to go. Alex Bergeron is gone, almost a 2-second lead. We said that 12 cars fast. He's got it figured out here in this 410 Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw series. Been dominant the 2 weeks he's been here, and he's looking to go for a 3-peat. 2 laps to go now for these 3. They've been battling it out since the green flag dropped. They all would make it if they can keep it clean. It's just a matter of what order they go. Stanky had the 2nd spot there as the white flag is displayed. Bergeron will jump up back to him for a second. Here he comes out of turn 4. He's going to take the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 3 win. Stanky will come across in 2nd. Kruger 3rd. Heilman 4th. Dustin Hall in 5th. Devin Butts, Tyler Ducharme finishing in 7th. Those 2 will head to our B main. Captain Poon, how's it going? Frequently checking in. Looks like we're just going to take everybody straight to the A main. No need for a B main tonight, so everybody is going to go. We'll get these cars out here because we will do a pole dash. So we're waiting on probably 3 from each heat. So the top 3 from each heat. Or maybe top 2, that would give us 6, not 3, that would give us 9. So probably top 2 from each heat race. Gonna come out on the track. So there's Adam Elby, Alex Bergeron's coming out. Kevin Click, Tyler Shell, Joshua Stanky, Gregory Lammy. So it looks like, we'll double check here. Looks like Elby's going to start on the pole with Bergeron to his outside. Then you got Shell and Lammy, Click, and Stanky. I believe that's how it's going to go right now. 6 laps to set the field. So set the top 6 spots in the show. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Taking a wide look. Adam Elby trying to hold off Alex Bergeron. That 12 machine is fast. Tyler Shell actually won our pole dash last week. Bergeron won it 2 weeks ago, and Cam Merriman won it the opening week. So we've had a different winner each week. And Adam Elby add his name to the list? He's going to try to do so by holding off Alex Bergeron. And he's got quite the task. Bergeron to the low side with Tyler Schell. Looks like Bergeron has the lead now, but as they go down the backstretch, Adam Elby gets a good run into 3 and 4. Bergeron clearly has it exiting 4. Tyler Schell trying to come through as well. Oh, there goes Elby. He gets a left rear from Bergeron. They made a little contact. Is Elby able to hold on to the second spot, or is Tyler Schell going to get him? Tyler Schell looking to the inside. Then it's Lammy, Stanky, and Kevin Click the order. This is the Scott King Design Pole Dash underway. Stanky into the wall back there. Alex Bergeron trying to just click off the remaining couple of laps. That looks like that'll do it. Alex Bergeron will take his second pole dash win. He'll pick up the Scott King Design Pole Dash. Elby will come across in second. Tyler Schell third. Gregory Lammy fourth. Joshua Stanky should be fifth, and Kevin Click in sixth. Now, hopefully, I'll remember that for our lineup. Let's get set. We're going to let them run the track a little bit. We're going to go thank a few of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have our feature out on the racetrack. Stay right with us. Welcome back, everybody, to the Dirt Racing Network. Warm-up session underway here before our feature. Hey, you want to take your dirt sim racing to the next level by joining the best sim racing community online today? At the School of Sim Racing, you can learn to drive and set up your car like a pro, with a ton of free trainings and free setups for sprint cars, late models, midgets, and more. It's the perfect place to get your dirt sim racing on the right track. Visit schoolofsimracing.net to learn more today. Thank you to School of Sim Racing, Tim Sims, and all of our amazing sponsors here at the Dirt Racing Network that makes it possible to put on a show like this. We've had special sponsors here tonight, such as Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, sponsored our qualifying session. Waggy and KC5, the I-55 Lawyers, sponsored Heat Race number 1. Wicked Cushion Esports, Heat Race number 2. Edmond Trophy Company, Heat Race number 3. If we would have had a Heat Race number 4, it would have been sending up banners and graphics. Black Diamond Motorsports, School of Sim Racing, and Scott King Designs, thank you for sponsoring the Dirt Racing Network. Now it's time for the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw feature. Getting ready on the racetrack. We're going to grid them out. Remember, the top 6 are going to be different. It'll be the 12 of Alex Bergeron on the front row. Tyler Schell will be starting number 2, so he won't have to move anywhere. Row number 3 will be see, told you my mind would go blank. I know Lammy and Elby. It would be Elby. And then Kevin Click and Joshua Stanky. I think they just have to swap positions, I believe. They may not even have to be where they're at right now. So Lammy will drop back a row. Alex Bergeron will move up. Elby will stay there, I believe. Click, Stanky, and we'll get set to go. It should be a pretty quick swap up front. So that's your 6. Starting 7th will be Ernie Williams. 8th, Jason Randolph. Row number 5 will be Rusty Kruger on the inside. James Edens on the outside. Row 6, Michael Sheridan starting 11th. David Heilman starting 12th. Row 7 on the inside, Cole Newhoffen. Outside, 92 of Peyton Grease. Row 8, starting 15th, Dustin Hall on the outside, or starting 16th, Scott King. Row 9 on the inside, starting 17th, Kendall Tucker. To the outside, 18th will be Devin Butts. Row 10, starting on the inside, starting 19th, Mason Hannigan. To his outside, starting 20th, Logan Rumsey. Starting 21st on the inside of row number 11, Tyler Ducharme. To his outside, the 22 of Braden Eiler. That'll round it out. 22 cars going to go 35 laps. Now, they will do these first 3 laps to readjust how everyone's starting. Like I said, it should be a pretty easy switch up here. Here comes Bergeron to the front. Oh, LB's going to come with them, so maybe I did have it switched up a little bit. So LB and Bergeron move up. Lamy and Shell move back. Click and Stanky just swap inside and outside lines, and we're set. That was a very, very fast switch. And now, here comes the greatest spectacle in all of dirt racing. We'll get it set up here. Here comes the 4 wide salute, saluting all of you in the stands and on home, on TV, or on your computer, wherever you're watching. Can't be at the racetrack maybe at the moment, but you're watching the next best thing right here on the Dirt Racing Network, the 4 wide salute. We'll come around to complete this lap, and we come around next time. We're going to go green flag racing, hopefully 35 consecutive green flag laps. I'm telling you, watch out. Did he not make it? I didn't remember reading his name. Yes, he did. He is back there. All right. I was worried about Kendall Tucker not making the feature, but I think everybody made it because we did not have a B main. So I just didn't remember reading his name because I went through it so fast. But Alex Bergeron, Kendall Tucker, 1 and 2 each of the last 2 weeks. Tucker has been there, just hasn't been able to get it done. He's got some work to do to get him. Alex Bergeron's going to be starting on the pole. We'll see how it'll play out. Green flag in the air. Here we go. And right away, Alex Bergeron to the point. A great start. Adam Elby going to try to run him down. Tyler Schell has been pretty fast here most of the night as well. He kind of hung with Alex Bergeron during the pole dash. The top 3 right now, Bergeron, Elby, Lamy, and a caution flag on the racetrack. Scott King is kind of slow. I don't know if that was him or not, but there was a pileup. James Edens has some trouble. That's usually a good indication. Let's go back and see that he most likely was involved in this somehow, some way. Oh! A big check there. Edens got the worst of it. Don't know who it was. Peyton Grease, Cole Newhoffen, possibly? Not quite sure, but quite a bit happened there. And Edens just happened to be on the outside line there and totally got checked. A lot of contact sent into the outside wall. Using some hockey terms there for racing. I don't know if they really equivalent, but we'll roll with them. Crystal Jones, we see you in there rooting for Kendall Tucker. Hopefully he can pull it off tonight. He's got a heavyweight battle once again with Alex Bergeron. Timing and scoring's updating at the moment, so once we get it, we'll see where Kendall Tucker is at the moment off the restart. He's currently 12th, so he's got a little bit of work to do in order to get up there to Alex Bergeron. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're going into turns 3 and 4. That means this time we're going to go green flag racing. We only made it 2 laps. We got 33 more to go. There goes the pace truck. He makes the right turn, and away we go. Green flag back in the air on the throttle. Goes the 12 machine of Bergeron. Adam Elby going with him. Gregory Lamy in that third spot. We'll watch this battle up here for a little bit, and then we'll look deeper in the field. Let's look at Adam Elby holding on to that second spot. Gregory Lamy in third. Tyler Schell up there as well. They are starting to come. Lamy and Schell are closing in on Adam Elby for that second spot. Schell tapped the wall coming out of turn 4 that time. Let's go back and look at your 5th place car, Joshua Stanky. He's just behind Tyler Schell back there. See Kevin Click way back there in that blue and white car get a little sideways coming out of 2. Cars having trouble with that outside wall all over the place. Good battle up front. We'll jump up right ahead there as Lamy took a look to the inside of Elby. Things heating up quickly here. Alex Bergeron, even with these guys doing battle, here comes a run by Lamy. He's going to dive to the inside of 2. Tyler Schell sticking his nose in there. 3 wide in 1 and 2. Still not let Bergeron run away too far. It's over a second now. He just broke the second barrier, but a caution comes out. Not quite sure who it was. Oh, I got a culprit. Tyler Ducharme. He's on pit road. Let's see what happens. Running this 25 machine. No? Ernie Williams is on pit road, though. Or he was. Did he have something to do with it? Stanky's right there. Heilman's behind him. Oh, there goes Stanky into Ernie Williams. There it is. We found it. Stanky and Williams bringing out the caution. So we will get back to green flag racing here in just a minute. Lights out on the pace truck. Alex Bergeron has to be hitting all these restarts. We've made it less than 10 laps. We got 28 to go, 2 cautions, 1 lead change. Green flag. Back in the air, here we go. Alex Bergeron out the point again. And we got a yellow flag right off the start. Something must have happened on the restart. Oh, we got quite, no, those guys are all down pit road repairing stuff. So did somebody jump the start? Not quite sure what's going on. See if we can get a wider look. Go back and look at the restart. I don't think it's anybody up front. We're going to click on Kevin Click. This kind of gives us, or maybe we'll go back to Kendall Tucker, who's now in the 9th position. See if something happens on the restart here. I don't want to spend too much time with this. I don't want to miss the actual restart. I don't know. It looked clean from there, so not quite sure. But like I said, I don't want to miss the actual restart. So we're going to jump back up here. Once I find Alex Bergeron, get to the front of the field, and get ready to watch this restart again. It's still on the pace truck. Now they go out, so we're going to go green this time. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Alex Bergeron. Gonna try this again. Is the fourth time the charm. It might be for the 12 machine. He's out front trying to pull away. Still the same up front. Elby, Lammy, Shell, Heilman, the top five. Tyler Shell battling it out back here with David Heilman for the fourth and fifth spots. Heilman trying to look to the outside of Lammy using that top side. Try to drive up here to a podium spot. Good battle with Lammy now. Shell sitting there right behind him trying to take advantage. Might have tapped that right front into the wall. Shell just disappeared off the screen. No, there he is. He's back. He just dove down a little bit. They're trying to get around Lammy. And it looks like Heilman's done it. Shell's done it. They're moving through now. Here comes Heilman challenging Elby for the second spot, and caution again on the racetrack. Devin Butts possibly this time. Yeah, I think he just sent it down pit road, and that caused a caution. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if that was actually it or not, but that would have been an interesting caution if it was. We have to ask Alex Bergeron about what that is there during the cautions, getting up there in the pebbles. You can see it. Nobody else is really doing that. He's riding up there, just getting his right side tires up there near the wall. See where all that dirt's been flung up against it. Getting ready to go. Green flag racing again. On the throttle. Maybe the fifth time we'll do it for Alex Bergeron. Or who knows. We may need to use as many restarts that's on that car. 12 would make it a very long race, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities with the rate we're going. Alex Bergeron out front. It's Bergeron to Heilman up to the second spot. Oh, there he goes into the wall. He jumped the cushion. Shell's going to go by. Elby's going to go by. Click. Lammy back to sixth. He's getting pressured there by Rusty Kruger, Jason Randolph. Well, Crystal, I was kind of trying to keep it quiet in case he would make his way up here, but right now, the run is going to end for Kendall Tucker. He's 4 laps off the pace in 16th position off the racetrack. Must have had some contact. He called it a night. So Alex Bergeron not going to have to deal with Kendall Tucker again tonight. His best shot might be that 85 machine of Tyler Shell. He was competing with him in the heat race, Shell trying to get around Elby now for the second spot. Good battle here for second and third. I hear contact in the back of the racetrack. My fingers are crossed right now that this stays green. I get worried when I hear car metal crinkling through the iRacing sounds. Tyler Shell's got the second spot over Adam Elby. Gregory Lamy riding back there in third. Top five, pretty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all pretty single file. Now that Shell has got around Lamy, he's tried to take a look to get a route challenge back for that second spot, but it looks like Shell's got it pretty handily now. Lamy looking to come try to take that spot away from Elby as well. Oh, Elby into the inside wall. He's going to get clipped there at the end. That might have been Stanky or someone else that came up there and clipped him at the end. But Elby went for a heck of a ride. We were watching it as it happened, but let's go back there and look at it one more time. Battling with Tyler Shell. Here it is, trying to work that inside line, clips that inside retaining wall, takes a shot there from maybe Randolph or Scott King. Not quite sure. We don't have many cars left on the racetrack, honestly. About just over half our field. 14 cars still running. We have 22 that were in the feature. So, and it looks like Elby's night might be done as well. So that would make it 13. So not many left. It's not like what you like to see. You'd like to see all 22 cars out there. Obviously, most nights, not every car is going to finish. But still, to have half your field taken out and we still have over 10 laps to go, not a good thing. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Alex Bergeron out front. This time coming to 11 to go. Can Tyler Shell, who's now got that second position, hang with him and give him something to compete for? Here, Shell drove it hard through 3 and 4 that time. Or that was 1 and 2. They're coming through 3 and 4 this time. Shell into the outside wall just a little bit. Lamy up to the third spot. Tyler Shell driving it deep into 3, sliding up into 4. That's 1 and 2 again. I did it again. He drives it deep into 3 or into 1, slides up against 2, and then just rails around that top line in 3 and 4. He does the same in 1 and 2 this time. Trying to find whatever he can make work to try to get up there and get Alex Bergeron. The lead half a second right now. Shell working the cushion. Working on 5 laps to go. Lamy still holding the third spot. He's got almost a full second over David Heilman in 4th. Kevin Click in 5th. All 3 of these guys have been on the podium at one point in the season. Lamy was on the podium, took a second back in week number 1. Working on 3 to go. Tyler Shell is getting there, and that's not what Alex Bergeron wants. Another caution. All right. So getting ready to go. It's going to be a green, white, checkered finish. Alex Bergeron, Tyler Schell, Gregory Lamy. The top three: David Heilman, Kevin Click, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, Braden Eiler, Rusty Kruger, Jason Randolph. Your top 10. It's like we have 12 cars still on the racetrack, so just above half our field. 11 would be half, so we have one more than half still on the racetrack. It's going to make it interesting. Shell was really trying everything he could find up there. Green flag in the air. Here we go. One final time, hopefully. I believe this is number 6. The 6th start we've had. Let's go look and see if Tyler Shell can do it. I think Alex Bergeron got too big of a jump on the restart. 2 laps to go. Or there it is, the white flag coming out. Tyler Schell in second, Gregory Lamy in third. Coming to the checkered flag this time. Heilman battling with Click, and that's going to do it. The Wicked Energy Gum for the 3rd week in a row. The feature winner is going to be Alex Bergeron, Tyler Schell, Gregory Lamy. Going to join us on the podium. We'll get them featured up here in just a second. They'll pull up here on the podium positions. There goes Alex Bergeron to the top of the podium once again. Tyler Schell going to pull up there. Gregory Lamy going to run into the fence. See if we can get a good shot. We want them all. If he pulls up just a little bit more, that might do it. That'll do it, I think. Stop it right there. And we will get these guys up here in the booth. Start with, let's see, where is Lamy? Well, looks like, oh no, this might be him. Let's see. Greg, do you got a copy?
Yep, I'm here with you.
All right, man. It's been a couple weeks, but you're finally back up on the podium. How does it feel?
Feels phenomenal. It even feels better than the first time with this level of competition, and to see the champ 2 spots in front of me. I mean, David Heilman behind me. I mean, it's just incredible. It feels great to finally show what I feel like I can do. So, whew, love this league. Love to get to race against this competition. Super psyched to be up here.
All right, man. What is there anyone you'd like to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I want to definitely give a big shout out to the School of Sim Racing, Tommy Brandon. I mean, huge assistance to get me to where I'm at here. Bruce Klingon, my practice partner. I'm actually working really closely now, moving over to the Elbows Up team. So I don't know all the sponsors off the top of my head there, but everybody that Tyler's about to say, you want to definitely give a shout out to those guys. Huge help, really helping me get to the next level. So thanks to the Elbows Up guys, School Sim Racing, Bruce helped me practice, and of course you guys for doing a great broadcast as always, and Roger for cracking the whip and keeping us in line.
So I forgot my second question, but I'm going to ask you one more because it came to my mind while you're answering that one. What was the track like from your viewpoint tonight?
It was slick. It was extremely slick. That's just kind of how Weedsport's been. We've been doing some practice sessions, and I've run quite a few laps here when this track came out. And I really enjoy the tracks that are a little more technical, like Weedsport, Fairbury, Kokomo, tracks like that. So for me, the slick and technical tracks tend to pay off, and but it got wicked slick at the end. You're about 80% throttle all the way down the straightaway. So, and if you could get full throttle, you were doing something right. So I'm sure the guys that you're going to talk to soon were able to get there.
All right. Well, congratulations on the podium. It's probably, as you said, a big relief to get back up there, and we'll get our second place finisher here tonight up here in the booth with us. Let's grab Tyler Schell. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Second week in a row on the podium, man. I was watching your lines throughout the race. Sometimes you were driving it really deep into 1 and 2, sliding on up, and then 3 and 4, it seemed like you were just ripping the top line there. What did you see from your perspective?
The track actually moves it around a lot more than I expected it to. I knew that line in one would have been good, but right when I got around Alex, I had nothing for him because he was just real slow on the bottom, so I wasn't able to get like drive the car as hard as I want to into the corners. So and he was able to get down all the grip down the backstretch. So I knew I tried the top a couple times and one just didn't have any momentum. So I figured unless Alex screws up on the bottom, I'm just gonna sit here and for second because I couldn't find another line that worked. I tried everything but the bottom, what she was running. So, but I think I did everything I could. So I'm happy with a second place run, and we'll take it to Monday.
Yeah, my next question was going to be, do you think you had a better shot if it would have stayed green most of the time, or do you think the cautions actually gave you a better chance of trying to get Alex?
It would have. I really don't think it mattered. The track just I couldn't get around. I don't. There wasn't enough grip in the entry of one to have anything on the top, and I couldn't run a cut down or anything because he would have been there. So I don't think I had anything for him. Like other line wise, I think he was running a great line, and unless he messed up, I don't think anybody was getting by him.
All right. Was there anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that puts this on, Roger, and then you for broadcast sponsor, and then Elbows Up Simtor and our sponsors, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beach, Jets Logistics, Paints by Tunigan, Hergot Real Estate, Roof Co., Catch Fence Pro, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right. That is your second place finisher here tonight, Tyler Shell. And we'll get our winner up here in the booth, Alex Bergeron. Alex, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. First off, congratulations. 3 weeks in a row. Something I kind of noticed during the restarts there while you were running the caution laps, because we probably had as many caution laps as we had actual laps. You kind of got up there towards the edge of the cushion near the wall and were getting your tires in those pebbles and stuff. Is that a restart tactic I figured out, or is it just something that you do out of habit?
Say out of habit, really. You just don't want to have any cars, go beside you on the caution and, wreck or anything like that. So it's just more simple. There's no problems in the single file restart. Up until we go green there, we can drop down and go grab the moisture. But yeah, it's just really out of habit. We definitely had a good race tonight. We had a good run in the dash, a good run in the heat race, and definitely a good run in qualifying as well, and we're able to start up front and led the way basically. So very proud of our run tonight, and hopefully it can transfer over for Monday and see what we can do there.
Yeah, it seemed like it was. The next question I was going to ask was: is it kind of hard to get a rhythm tonight with so many cautions breaking up things as we went throughout the night? I think we had 6 cautions in total.
A little bit. I mean, when you're in rhythm, it also means like you can pull away a bit from second, if you can, of course, if you have the car to do it, and run the line correctly. I mean, it definitely breaks the momentum for that. But other than that, like once you're in the car and you're in the race, you never lose the momentum. For me, I don't. So it's just all about getting that momentum back on the start and get back rolling up front and have an advantage there. I mean. Tyler Shell was really fast there in second, but as we were running the bottom there, like he couldn't pass us there with that slider line 1 and 2. So he did a good job there to not wreck there with us, and he ran a clean race. So that's what I want.
All right, 3 in a row. We're going to take 2 weeks off, but should we pencil you in when we come back for 4 in a row?
Hopefully we get another one there. I don't know what are my winning streaks here at DSRL, but we're just gonna keep stay humble and have fun. I mean, this series is a lot of fun and getting us prepared for the races, and it's fun to race against these guys. So we're great competition and also gets us ready for the Monday races. So can't wait to see what we can do next in 2 weeks. So.
All right, anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank Team ABR Esports, Rebecca and Jason, Brandon as well. He's not part of the team, but we do a lot of work together, and also thanks to everybody that helps us out. So all the partners. We have a new partner on board, actually two. Team ABR Setup Shop just launched 2 days ago. We're happy to announce it and help the community out with iRacing and on dirt. So go check it out on www.abrsetupshop.com to have more infos. We also have a Stucco, our new sponsorship as well, new partners for a little bit of time, and everybody else as well. CSI Shocks, Logic Cat, BK Designs, Mario Farm Equipments, and everybody watching my dad as well. And you guys doing awesome job broadcasting with DSRL, Roger, and it's fun to be racing here. So can't wait to be back in 2 weeks.
All right, that is tonight's winner, Alex Bergeron, taking home the third straight win. We'll pull up the grid here for a second, tell you how everybody finished. Not that grid. We want I'm clicking on too many different things here. We want the results. There we go. And as we mentioned, Alex Bergeron taking the win. Tyler Shuttle, back-to-back podiums now, and Gregory Lamy finding himself up in the third spot, second time on the podium this season. David Heilman in fourth. Kevin Click rounds out your top five. Mason Hannigan sixth. Braden Eiler seventh. Michael Sheridan eighth. Rusty Kruger ninth. And Joshua Stanky rounding out the top 10. Jason Randolph 11th. Scott King 12th. Dustin Hall 13th. Adam Elby 14th, Kendall Tucker 15th, Tyler DeCharme 16th, Devin Butt 17th, Ernie Williams 18th, James Edens 19th, Cole Newhoffen 20th, and 21st Peyton Grease, and 22nd Logan Rumsey. That's going to wrap it up here for the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. We will be taking a 2-week break because of the holidays, so they will be back in action on January 7th. You'll see these guys back in 2021. That does not mean, though, that the Dirt Racing Network is going to be off for 2 weeks. Roger will have his Hales Corner series on Sunday. We'll be back with our 360 sprint cars on Monday night and our ump mods on Wednesday. And then I believe we'll be doing that same schedule for the following week. He should have his Hales Corners, 360s, and then ump mods again before the new year. And then once the new year rolls around, we'll be right back with our 410s that following Thursday on the 7th. Remember, if you already are following the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page, reach out to somebody, have them come like it and follow. We want to get to 10,000 followers before the new year. We are closing in. We're 2 weeks away from the new year, so let's make sure we get some more followers. We're less than 60, closing in on 50 away. So if you aren't already, go follow the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page. That way you can stay up to date with everything going on with our series. Subscribe and like our streaming channel so that way you know every time we go live. Thank you to our sponsors, Tim Dirt Track Simulators, Waggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers, Wicked Cushion Esports, Edmond Trophy Company, Sign It Up, Signs and Graphics, Black Diamond Motorsports, School of Sim Racing, Scott King Designs, and of course Wicked Energy Gum, along with Tim Sims. For Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Make sure you go watch the Hales Corner series on Sunday, and we'll be back in action, or I'll be back on Monday night. Have a good night, everyone.